Welcome back, everyone! This is Jarenitis bringing you Feed the Beast 1.6. Today we are starting on episode 112. At least I think it's 112. I'm honestly not sure. I haven't been paying attention to the episode numbers. But no, yes, it's 112. It's 112. Yeah, it's 112. So yes, last time we played with Automatic Cake. Automatic Cake is fun, and the cake is no longer alive because we have it automatically. Power system's looking good. That's looking fine. Everything is processing as I expect it to. And we are going to continue to play with Pneumatocraft because I feel like it. And it's a really fun mod to toy with. Alright, so first things first. Last time we were going to be getting started on a couple of things. We rearranged this so that we can change the filter. Item begins with nothing. It's got the 2 speed upgrades. That's going to allow things to process faster. This has 2 speed upgrades, taking things out, and this one up here has, I think, 4 going in. Unfortunately, with this hopper here, I can't really access it. I wonder if I can just lose the hopper and have it go directly into it. I bet I can. I wonder if there's a reason I didn't do that. I don't know. Let's try this. Yeah, there we go. And that should work. And just for the fun of knowing if it's actually going to work, let's put, sure, fire flower seeds looks like a fun one to put in there. Let's make sure this is all still functioning correctly. Fire flower seeds go up. And in they go. And the question is now, yeah, okay, we got the fire flower seeds back out because I didn't specify plastic. Which we can just put plast because it doesn't matter. I could just put a P because this doesn't start with fire flower seeds. So that should zip those in there. We should see them pop in and pop, 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 pop. It's like watching popcorn pop. It really is. It's kind of cool. And there we go. Oops, not that. This. Sweet. So that is working exactly as I would expect it to. We are rocking out. All right. So. We were making a couple of things last episode. We were making transistors and capacitors. Transistors and capacitors are used to make network stuff, but they're also used to make printed circuit boards. And we're working on printed circuit boards because they are used in pretty much all of the electrostatic compressor. I didn't see that before. These are used in pretty much all of the really cool stuff that we want to build. First off, we want to make these assembly plant pieces here, and they all require printed circuit boards. So we're going to go ahead and be making a lot of printed circuit boards, which means I probably actually need to make a lot more of these capacitors and transistors, but we'll get to that in a minute. First off, we need to be able to make one of these. Once we can make one, we can worry about making more. Alright, so we need an unassembled PCB. Okay, the unassembled PCB is made in a assembly controller, a assembly line requiring the laser, the I/O unit. It says 2 I/O units, but that's right, one to put in and one to take out. And of course the assembly platform. Unfortunately, these pieces actually require PCBs to make. So how do we use these to make these machines when we can't have these to use? Did that make any sense to anybody else? It did to me. So anyway, we need an empty PCB, and we need to put it in a UV light box to progress. Okay, an empty PCB is plastic, creeper plant plastic, which we have an ungodly large amount of, and compressed iron ingots in there. So first off, let me just check real quick. Yeah, we got some creeper plant seeds. We should have plenty of these. Let's pop some popcorn. Pop, 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 pop. It's gonna be hilarious. Uh-oh. I might be overdoing. Oh, wow. The pressure is actually down that low? How did I do that? I don't know, the pressure's up there. Okay, it's just taking time to get into the pressure chamber. Because the doors are opening and closing so much so fast, it's actually draining the air out as fast as it possibly can. So that's cool. Well, we'll have plenty of creeper plant plastic. So, creeper plant plastic, and compressed iron should make us some PCBs. So, oh wait, we can't do that either because otherwise we will come up with the plastic being pulled out. So we're going to change this to PCB. Hopefully that'll work. I believe that will function. And we're going to go ahead and put in these together, and something's wrong. Whoops, no. I think I tried to do too much at once. Yes, I did. Yep. I think I done messed up. You can't do too much at once or you cause a problem. Kind of like I just did. So, lesson learned. Stop trying to do stuff so fast. Alrighty. Wall goes there. Window goes here. And port goes there. Okay, well that didn't face right at all. Oh man, I knew I shouldn't have tried to do too many at once. It's my nature, I can't help it. But it unfortunately does not help me very much in the long run. So let's do this one more time. We'll fix this. I wish you could rotate that with a wrench. I wonder if you can rotate it with a wrench. Probably not. It would make way too much sense to be able to do that. Is it right? Yes, it's right. Okay, good. So now these should go up through there. And hopefully this will work. Although the pressure is going to have to build quite a bit. See, this is exactly why. Now, okay, this is why you can't use an item duct directly, because if you put in multiples at the same time, it tries to load multiples, and then you wind up stuck like this. So, I'll be right back. Let me fix this. Alright, we got that part functioning now. I knew there was a reason I had that hopper there, and just reasons, because stuff like that happens. So we're starting to build pressure back up. It is slowly but surely adding more of these in here. Oh, that's part of the other thing. I forgot to put the speed upgrades back. I had, I think it was 4 speed upgrades in here, and now I have forgotten. So now we're going to make a mess of this again, just so we can put this back, and then fix it back. Alright, that should work. Lost a bit of the pressure yet again, so this will build up and make us some PCBs, and yeah, did we wind up getting any? No, we didn't. Okay, so while we're waiting for that to build up, we can go ahead and look at some more things here. Let's go ahead and add Pneumaticraft, and it said that we need to put this in a UV box to progress, okay? So the UV box is going to be redstone lamps, compressed iron, a pressure tube, and a PCB blueprint. The PCB blueprint is made with these emeralds and the compressed iron. We should be able to make that really easily real quick. I do believe that the PCB blueprint is actually supposed to be changed at some point to where you get them from a villager. I'm not absolutely certain on that. Bear in mind that this crafting recipe is temporary. Once I have them give mechanics Pneumaticraft villagers a place to live, I'll remove this crafting recipe and you'll only be able to obtain this item via trading. Abuse it while you can. Okay, so I was thinking that was the case. So as long as we're over here, let's go ahead and make some redstone lamps. Since, oh look, we have 2 of them. We only need 3 total, but you know me. Let's make a stack just for fun. Since now I have all the redstone I'll ever need. Something really satisfying about being able to say I have all the redstone I'll ever need. Alright, so UV light box. Go. Alright, we got this here. And no, this there. Sweet, 1 UV light box. I wonder if I should have made extras of these. Make extra UV light boxes. I don't know. Alright, so the UV light box is going to hook into the pressure system, and we're going to be able to put PCBs in it. Are we working yet? Or are we just throwing things? in here really quickly. And we're just throwing things in here really quickly. Uh, the pressure's staying low because it's throwing stuff in here so much constantly that it's unable for the pressure to raise. Once it finishes, because every time a door opens, it loses just a little bit of pressure, and it just loses it and then loses it and then loses it. So here in just a second, when there's no more of these left, then the pressure will build up and it'll start making them all of a sudden. So yeah, that'll work fine. Okay, so the UV light box is actually what I'm going to put right here. I believe it's going to hook in, and you have to place it in the right direction. So I'm going to go ahead and break this compressor, and that's going to let some more air out, because why not? But we should be able to... Okay, no. How about that? There we go. And that puts the UV light box in here, and it now has pressure building up inside it as well. Let's see, information, problems, pressure, upgrades. The UV light box can carry more air capacity, which is, I don't understand why you would want that. It also has the safety and then the speed. The UV upgrade light will glow brighter and expose PCBs quicker. So we want to upgrade this straight up because we want this to function in a faster way. So we should be able to go ahead and have this work now. Anytime now, guys. Come on. Should I add more of these? I probably could. As a matter of fact, I know I can. As a matter of fact, I even have extras that I could specifically put here just to make this go faster. And I would have to... how would I look... How would I be able to run these in? Oh, that's right. I've got them hooked in like that. And then I would just need to... Yeah, I can do that. Maybe it would make this build a little bit faster. Although I really think that the problem is, because see, the pressure chamber is at 1.4 bars, but these are at 1.5. Okay, no, it is actually the case. Okay, I'll definitely hook in another one of these at some point. I'm not going to do it right now because, you know, like episode time and all that stuff. So let's see. Oh, look, it finally reached the capacity, and now we have PCBs getting in there. So, but they're not being pulled out, so I must have this set up that's not going to work. We're going to switch this to... We're going to have it start with... No, no, no. And that's how quick it's taking the stuff out. Okay, you know what? Fine. Just take it all out. I'm not worried about it. Let me see what this thing is actually called, because I obviously have it wrong. Empty PCB. Okay. So we should be able to change this to empty, and now it'll only pull out empty PCBs. So now we should be able to go ahead, and are these supposed to stack all together? Because, okay, that's kind of cool. They're coming out as a stack. Let's just experiment with this real quick. Can we actually? We can. We can put them all in here. And are they actually? No, because this doesn't have the proper pressure. I'm kind of curious to see if by processing a bunch at once and having them all pull out as one, can you process them all together? It's actually a very interesting thought. Okay, 16 compressed and 16 more of these. And we'll go ahead and, you know what? We really don't need to make those that many. I may need to make more of these down the line, but for now, they're stacking, and I'm going to let them stack. And now, hopefully, this is going to function. And yeah, look at that. It's actually going ahead and making all of them at the same time instead of one at a time. So there's a nice little glitch if you want to exploit it. Let them all process and don't pull anything out until they are all processed. And of course, with the item life upgrade that I accidentally left out of here, now the items inside of there will never despawn. And if that's the case, then we can go ahead and have them be in there stacking and then let it all be pulled out at the same time, and then we can process them all at the same time. So that's pretty cool. And we might even be able to actually process them after that. Okay, so anyway, I'm getting off track. But once we have these, now it says etch success chance, and that's going up. Throw an etching acid to develop. Okay, so what we need to do now is we need to get some acid. All right, and what we need is acid wooden bucket. No. Etching acid bucket. Here we go. And to do this, we need gunpowder, rotten flesh, creeper plant seeds, spider eyes, and a water bucket. So, gunpowder, flesh, eyes, water. If I can remember these on my way over here. Alright, we're going to need 2 gunpowder. Let's see, 2 zombie flesh, 2 eyes, and then a bucket of water. And then, of course, the creeper plant plastic, and I believe it was 2 of those as well. So, sweet. Now, this filter is already set to only take out something that starts with empty. So we don't have to worry about any of that. We can just go ahead and put the ingredients in here, and nothing will happen to them until it actually has the stuff necessary to combine. So what we'll be able to see is all the stuff just popping in here, and then eventually when it all gets in here, it will combine into the etching acid bucket. Bingo, and there it is. So now I just need to go back over here and change this to, well, I'll just go with nothing, because in this case it doesn't matter. So now we're just going to put in dots, because that way nothing gets pulled out when I don't want it to be. Alright, so etching acid was actually pretty easy to make. So the next thing we want to do is use the etching acid. And does this actually belong here? No, it doesn't. Get out of there. Alright, so let's see. Are these up to 100% yet? Etching success 100%. Alright, cool. So, ooh. You're not going to let me put them all down? Okay, no, you let me put... Okay, for a second there I thought it wasn't going to let me put them all down. I was like, ooh, they got me. Alright, so we're going to cut a hole right here, and we're going to put our etching acid in there, okay? Keep in mind, standing in acid, not so healthy. So, yeah, don't do that. Alright, so now, it says etching success chance 100%. So we're going to drop these in here. Okay, now keep in mind that if you drop items in the world, they do have a chance to despawn after 5 minutes. This process actually takes a full 5 minutes to etch. So when we're doing this, we actually have to just kind of hang out here and watch it. Otherwise, they will despawn. So we don't want them to despawn, so we're just going to let this process. So we're going to check on this here in just a second. I'm going to let it run for another minute so I can show you guys. And actually, while I'm waiting, let's grab these 9. And we'll put them in here too. Because why not? Alright, so they've been in there for about 30 seconds now. Let's pop in and grab them. And it says etching progress 15%. Okay, so we can just throw these back in here and wait for another roughly 4 minutes. So, yeah, we'll be right back once these are done etching. Alrighty, we're back. Now, if you look in the water here, you can actually see that the actual texture of the, well, I don't know if it's called a texture per se. The way it looks has changed. Well, no, it's the texture. The way it looks has changed, and that lets you know that, haha, it is now a single unassembled PCB. Really? Okay. So, mayhaps telling you about the whole way to cheat the system was not a great idea. Mayhaps we should not throw them in stacks, because that seems like it didn't work out very well. That's funny. Oh gosh, how many did I just lose? 30 something? Because when it changed it, Alright, well, lesson learned. You can't do that. It's a bad idea to try to mess with the people who make these mods. They're a little meaner than I am. That's awesome. Okay, so ultimately what we're trying to make is a drone. Okay, so, and yeah, nope, not that kind of drone, guys. Trying to make these kind of drones. which require printed circuit boards, and turbine rotors. Turbine rotors require turbine blades, and turbine blades are actually, wow, that's actually not that big a deal. I could make one drone right now, or I could put up the assembly line so that I can make more drones later and not have to actually sit here and watch this for 5 minutes. Let's finish making the assembly line. Just yeah. Let's do that. Thank you. All right, so ultimately what we're going to be making is, yeah, because I need the assembly line anyway. So the assembly controller requires 3 printed circuit boards. Wow, okay. And then we're going to need 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we're going to need 7 total of these printed circuit boards. And yeah, 7 total, huh? Okay. That means that we're going to need each of the printed circuit boards is going to require 3 capacitors and 3 transistors. So did I do that right? We need 21 capacitors and 21 transistors, right? Because it's 3 of each and we need 7 total printed, right? That is right, isn't it? I think that's right. It sounds right. So it should be 21. So we're actually going to need some more transistors and some more capacitors. So while we're letting that etch, let's see. How did we make these again? Transistors, compressed iron, redstone, and squid plant seeds for these. We should have plenty of that. Let's just go ahead and make 15 more. So that's compressed plastic. I did say redstone, didn't I? Let's see. Yes, and compressed iron, which I am starting to run low on. I may actually have to make some more of this stuff. Alright, plastic, that, and then, of course, that. So, alright, so that should get those making, and they shouldn't be being pulled out because I put down just dots for the thing. Let's see. Let's pick these guys up out of here so that I know that. Would you stop that? So we can not try to cheat because, you know, cheating is bad. Oh god. All right, and then of course we're going to need the, oh wait, that is the transistor. So the capacitor is unexpectedly not right next to this. I really would have expected it to be sitting right next to this one. There it is. The capacitor, which is lightning plant plastic and the same of the others. And that's also why I didn't do that way, because the helium, repulsion, propulsion, flying, burst, lightning. I did say lightning, didn't I? My brains are really scrambled as of late. Why did I do that like that? But yeah, it should make sense for it to be the blue. Good, lightning. Alright, good. So those should be popping together now. I've heard the thing finish. And it looks like those are done. So we should be able to toss these in here. That in there. And then another 15 of these. And that should make the others of those. Those still are not quite done yet. And I don't have any more in the light box for now. But let's see. We should just go ahead, and since the item life upgrade is in here, we don't actually have to pull those out because they'll just sit in there and wait. So we should be pretty close. Actually, we're not even that close. I need to put more speed upgrades up top. But once we get that together, then let's see. While we're waiting on that, what other things are we going to need? We're going to need the controller, which, okay, we're going to need more compressed iron. And I don't think I have any more of that laying around. Let's check over here. In the iron department, oh, I actually have 545 more compressed iron. Because when I explode iron, I explode lots of iron. Because, you know, why not? Okay, so yeah, never mind. We have plenty of compressed iron. So, yeah. Alright, so let's see. These should, yep, they are done. And, see, that's weird. Because now it stacked them as 11. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but that's okay. So in the meantime, we actually have enough of these so we can go ahead and make some of these. And I'm just going to use a normal crafting bench here because, oh, wow, what in the world? Oh, ha! That's left there from before. Wow, I forgot that even existed. That's kind of funny. So let's see, and we're going to do a at pneumatic craft, and we're going to go ahead and start making things. We're going to make printed circuit boards. We're going to go ahead and make 5. 5? Oh, that's right, yeah, because I only need 7. Don't worry about me. I'll catch up eventually. Alright, good. So we have one assembly controller. Then we're going to need assembly drill, I/O unit, laser, assembly platform. Oh, I'm going to need... Wait, I don't need the drill. I need 2 I/O units, the laser, and the assembly platform. So let's see. The platform is going to require 2 more of the pneumatic cylinders. Oh boy. Yeah, we're going to have to make some more stuff. Rain plant seeds, compressed iron, cannon barrel. Alright, give me just a minute to put this stuff together. I've already made some of this before, so give me just a minute. We'll put it together, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, now we've got a couple of these put together. Hopefully there'll be enough. We're going to go ahead and make 2 of these I/O units. I'm fairly certain I need 2 of them. Let's see, 1, 2, and we should be able to take the rest of this stuff out. And we're going to need the laser, which is going to be something I also don't have with me. Oh, okay, I need a rose red. Because, you know, you have to have the little red colored thing to... Yeah, the laser is going to shoot a red laser, so you need red dye. You know, because without red dye, it wouldn't work, right? Because, you know, red. It's a red thing. Doesn't have to make sense. Just do it. And then, of course, we need the assembly platform, which requires... Ooh, do I have this stuff? I don't know if I have this stuff. Need 2 more pneumatic cylinders. And I've only got 1. Okay, well, in that case, we're going to need some more rain plant seeds. This should only take a second, though. Remember before I told you that these seeds were a pain in the butt to work with. They continue to be a pain in the butt. But we should be able to just, I found it really easy. Just right-click 3 times with the bone meal and then break it, and you'll get 2 seeds out of it. So, you know, this is actually a fairly quick way to do this. And we're going to need 1 more of those. We'll put 3 of those there. And we should be able to just go ahead and toss these 6 in here. This will just take a quick second. Yep, excellent. So we're going to throw this together. In the meantime, while that's processing, let's go ahead and get the beginning of this set up. I went ahead and tore out the wall right here because we're going to run the air pressure behind the wall right here to where these are going to sit. We're going to have the assembly controller right here. As you can see, it has a specific setup right here. Let's take NEI out of the way. It says here that it has no pressure. And its problem is that it has no pressure and it has no program specific to run. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think we're gonna have the I/O unit here, and I think I have to face this the right direction, but let's find out. Then we're going to have the other one here, I think. And no, we can't rotate these. Let's see. You know what? Let's run the air hose over here because I honestly don't remember how these are supposed to run. So let's just run this over here for now and get pressure started into here. And good, that will go ahead and build. We're pretty much out of time for the episode, so we'll have to go... You know what? Let's see. If I hook this here and then right-click on it, does it show... it has an import online. Cool. Alright, so we're going to have to do the rest of this next episode. We'll get this together and get the assembly line running, and then we will start producing more things. You know, more of the things. We like the things, right? So yeah, so until next time, this is Jeronitis. We're going to sign off for now on episode 112. And like me if you like me, subscribe if you want to see what insanity I get into next, and of course, help spread the gaming.